The Realistic Birthing mod has gone through some amazing changes. We have done about 3 videos on the most recent update, and this last one actually has 2 newest items that you can add to your game. I may be a little late, but I'm still honestly strongly using the Realistic Birthing mod. We're going to be looking at the Lamaze classes that you can now have in your Realistic Birthing mod, on top of a NICU for your baby if your baby needs to be in the NICU. So again, a round of applause for PandaSama for creating this. I will have the information linked down below, and also check out the other string of videos that I've done with how to start using the Realistic Birthing mod, the add-ons that we've gotten even back from lactation, and so on and so forth, and how to do all these things. I will still walk through some of the basics of how to get to and do things. We'll be mainly looking at the Lamaze classes and the NICU. So we have our pregnant sim here. What we've done is I've gone in with MC Command Center and made her pregnant. So we're going to go through the steps of how you would find out you're pregnant and how to trigger certain things. Now again, if you want to watch the first video that I created with PandaSama when it first came out, the Realistic Birthing mod, but we're just going to go from here. So we need to get her to take a pregnancy test. We're going to go ahead and have her do so. Okay, we are having a baby. So now we're going to get on our phone. And from there, we are going to go to the home and we're going to be able to call the obstetrician. So from there, you can choose whether you're having the baby through a surgery machine, natural birth, a C-section, a home birth, but we're going to go through pregnancy checkups. And then we're going to go ahead and take her to the hospital. We can bring the dad with us. I'm not going to lie. I just picked a random sim and she doesn't even have him on her friends list. So if you wanted to bring someone with you, let's ask DeAndre to go with us. All right, so we are at my hospital that we have created. Let's at least talk to DeAndre. And he left. Sometimes when you invite Sims to go with you to the doctor, they don't stay. But I will explain, when you have someone come to the hospital with you, like the father of the child, they will go through and sit down with the whole interaction with you. So let's go ahead and find her. So the first thing we're going to check out, the room that I built, is I did build the Lamaze class. So everything is set up here, and you can get this updated hospital in the gallery. I have this hospital updated with every new add-on. So if you want the new stuff, please get the most recent updated one. So when you get in here, you have to hire a Lamaze teacher. We'll go ahead and get that hired. And then what you can do, which we've showed this before in the other videos, you can still get blood work at this table, and you can still get a yearly or whatever pap test at this table, but we specifically want to check in on the baby since finding out we were pregnant. So we will ask to get an ultrasound. You can you can do an ultrasound preference. You can set it to where you want to do it as a surprise, which there is a gender reveal. So we will do, I want to keep it a secret. And then we will also show you the gender reveal that is also with the Realistic Birthing mod. So we will go ahead and start an ultrasound scan, and we were going to ask Alexa. I believe we already got someone hired. Okay, while we're in here, they are getting a full ultrasound scan. And again, if you had someone with you, they would be in here as well. We did opt to make it to where we do not know the sex of the baby. It is a secret, but as you go through and get this ultrasound, you will get notifications of the baby. Congratulations, you're pregnant. Based on the ultrasound scan, it looks like you're expecting 1 healthy baby. Everything looks good so far, but we'll continue to monitor your pregnancy and the baby's development to make sure everything stays on track. This is an exciting time, and we're here to support you every step of the way. So she now has confirmation that she is pregnant, and then from there, you will get an ultrasound scan. So if we wanted to hang this on the wall, we do have an ultrasound scan that you can hang up and have that for your little momentum. And from there, we can click over here and go to Lamaze class, bless her heart. So normally they do sit in the chairs. It's just, of course, when I decide to record the video, they don't. But you click on her and click join class. And then you can go ahead and join the Lamaze class. So that's where we're at right now. So she's going to go through and have her class with everybody. But normally, like I said, they sit in the chairs. But here we are. And that was our Lamaze class. So the other thing that we have here as well is that we also have the NICU. So when you put down these beds, of course mine is very tight because I really don't want to redo this hospital. I already have that, but I don't know. We'll see what we can do. But as long as you have a chair that can sit with the baby's beds, that is an option for you. So fast forward a little bit. We are now in our second trimester, and we are going to host an event of the gender reveal. So we do not know the gender of it, so I'm hoping that this is how it will easily work as well, even if you don't know the gender. Well, I kind of do know the gender because of I used MC Command Center, but that's neither here nor there. So let's actually go ahead to our social, and we're going to plan a social event, and we're going to have a gender reveal party. All right, so we have our gender reveal party that we're going to go ahead and push through. Of course, that is our expected one, and we will invite some guests over. Let's invite all the people involved. Let's just hire a caterer. Well, let's just hire a caterer. Let's just do that. All right, and then we will pick the location. Let's actually just go do it at this park. So we are going into the build by, and what I like to do when I want to find any of PandaSama's stuff, I just type in Panda, and then I click on the green portion there, and then you're going to want to pick up all the things that say anything to do with the gender reveal. So we had the Sweetscape Sweet Scarf. We're going to add this just for fun for them to eat from. We have the Peaky Gender Reveal glasses. And of course, I accidentally did this like 3 in the morning. We have the decorative balloons that we are going to put up. We're going to make a cute little display here really quickly. Okay, so with the gender reveal, what you have is you do have your own objectives that you have to do. So you can thank the guests for coming, have drinks. We're going to go ahead and make the fruit punch. Let's make a kiwi punch. We put out some glasses here where you can go ahead and take a guess whether you're having a boy or a girl. And then we will get off to thanking all of our guests. So here she is taking a guess from her glasses, and she's guessing that she's having a boy. She's already made the punch, so let's go ahead and grab a drink. And then when you're ready, you can get gender reveal supplies there. All right, so we clicked on the grab gender reveal supplies from the balloon setup that we have. We can do a secret swirl cake or a Wonder Pop balloon. So we're going to go ahead and do the Wonder Pop balloon. That's the supplies that we're going to get. And so it has come into our inventory. We get a message that said you successfully acquired the Wonder Pop gender reveal balloons, now nestled safely in your inventory. Get ready for the ultimate moment of joy and anticipation as you prepare to pop the balloon and unveil the much awaited secret of your baby's gender. You may change the design of the balloon using the design tool in build mode. So when we come over to build mode, we can click on it, and then we can change the color of how we want it to be by clicking on the design tool option up top, and then we get different color options. So let's go with that one. Boy or girl, which will it be? Well, we don't know. Well, we don't know. Let's try and cut the cake and see what happens. Okay, so by using the balloons, every time we popped it, it did say it's a girl in the notifications. So I thought I was waiting for it to pop up, like showing pink or something. But in the notifications down here, it did say that it's a girl. So now you know what it looks like for the balloon, and now you know what it looks like with the cake. So from here, we are going to go ahead and put ourselves into labor. I know, wild. One thing that we didn't do is we actually didn't choose what our pregnancy option was going to be when we called the obstetrician. So we're going to go ahead and just do a natural birth. So we're going to choose this option. And again, if you want to walk through a little bit closer with these steps, I do have it in the very first video that I created of the mod. So we're going to go ahead and start heading to the hospital so we can have our baby. So one thing that you can do when you have your sim here is you can shift click. And when you go to the PandaSama option, this is where you'll get options to give birth immediately. You can enable permanent stretch marks. You can disable them. You can disable lactation. You can disable birth emergency. You can start a birth emergency. You can disable pregnancy complications. You can mark as given birth before. That's a debug. You can wear your own clothes. You can turn off woohoo to induce labor. You can turn off weight gain, and you can remove dilation if you would like. So these are the different birthing options from the settings that you can do if you wanted to go through that. All right, we are officially in our hospital. So we need to change our bed to a natural birth bed, and then we need to get her dilated. Let's ask for dilation, go through the rings, and then we'll have our baby. So you have the option where you can skip the actual playthrough of your sim being in labor. If you like the realism, when you click on the bed, you can ask for epidural, you can do exercises. There's things that you can do through the process. Or you can shift click it to where you can have it set to where Sims auto have the baby and you don't go through this process. In my hospital, I do have a setup to where there's a little bed, there's a room that you can go to before you go into labor. It's just a role play situation. If you want to be up here and kind of rest, you can ask for your epidural up here. You can bring your spouse up here as well. You can do breathing exercises. So if you didn't want to be down there in the commons area, but then the birthing bed, I could add another bed upstairs to where we can make that the birthing room as well. But I just have it down here. This is, I guess we could set this as the surgical room, and then we can maybe make this a birthing room, but I also have it to where you can give birth in the water in this room as well, because I always have issues giving water births at home, so I do have it set to where you can have water births here, but I'm thinking of extending this room out so you can actually give birth in the room that you're nestling in as well. In real life, that's kind of how it was with me, where I was going through my process of having my baby. I gave birth in the same room as well. All right, we are fully dilated, so now we have to go down to our birthing room to give birth to our baby. And again, like I said, this is the main hospital where you also play as a doctor. So I think I'm going to extend this room to be the full birthing room, and then the room downstairs will always be like the surgical room. Where in a sense, if you have to have a C-section, that's where you would have a C-section at as well. All right, we had a baby. Let's name her Reagan Brooks. So we had a baby girl. Her name is Reagan Brooks. She is being born at this very moment. Okay, so we got our first handprint. We have our birth certificate. The baby is here. Okay, I was like, where's the baby? I was like, whoa. Whoa. Sim set up to where she is in her second trimester. I actually went ahead and gave her twins. And we're actually going to start a preterm labor. And we're going to see how the NICU will set up and how that will work. So we are going to shift click. And we're going to go to the PandaSama. And it has a pregnancy complication. And you have two options. We can trigger premature birth or trigger premature birth by placenta rupture. We're just going to do the premature birth. She will go into premature birth immediately. So once we click that, we get the preterm labor. Matilda experiencing preterm labor and needs immediate medical attention at the hospital. So we're going to head on over to the hospital. All right, so we did get a message that says, "Welcome to the hospital, Matilda. We understand this is a serious and stressful situation, but our team is here to provide the best care. Speak to a doctor to discuss the next step." So we have a doctor right here. We're going to click on them, and we're going to click on Get Checked Out. And I bet because he's staying outside, he's going to do the checkup right in the middle of the street. Called it. So we're getting a checkup right now on the baby. It says your symptoms indicate that your baby is in distress and there's a high risk of infection due to the premature rupture of membranes. To ensure the best outcome for both you and your baby, we need to perform an emergency C-section right away. Let me know when you're ready for your epidural. So we will go on and go ahead and get our epidural. Another thing that I wanted to point out is that what you can do when you're also in labor, you can click on the normal hospital bed, and you can click on to get Pitocin. You can start a Pitocin drip, and Pitocin is something IRL that you can get when you're pregnant to help induce your labor. So that's another add-on that has come with the PandaSama Realistic Birthing mod, is being able to get a drip of Pitocin. Alright, so even after you get the epidural, you still have to wait it out, and I guess you still have to wait out for your water breaking. So I brought her up here after having her walk around for a little bit, and then after we got this message of uh-oh, and this was a while after receiving the epidural, and we had to do a second one. Like, the first one didn't take, so this is the second epidural, and we finally got this one, and then water showed up on the floor. So I'm assuming her water broke, but if you're having an emergency C-section, you don't have to wait for all those things. So I don't know if there's just a glitch happening or what, but I'm hoping that this will do the trick to see if we can get our baby set in the NICU. Okay, so we're having our preterm babies, because I did set us up with twins. That's pretty realistic when you have twins to have preterm. So we did set that up. Alright, so we had our baby girl, that's Courtney. And then we had a baby boy, Terrence. We had twins. Oh, there went one. And there went the second one. And they are up in the NICU right now. And we have one right here. Oh, honey, where are you going? So when you have one here, you can do, we can ask about the baby's condition. We can ask to say hi. I wonder if one went up here. So as of right now, this is the only baby allowed in the NICU. Again, I'll probably have to alter this hospital to really make it work. But we click on here, and we can NICU, we can bond with baby, hold baby, or sing to baby. And I don't know where the other baby went. I don't know which baby this is Courtney. I don't know where the twin brother went. Oh my goodness, look how tiny it is. Holy moly. I don't think the doctor ever told us about the baby's condition. Like, didn't say a thing. Alright, so we turned down that little UV light. I guess this is for, like, if they have jaundice. So look at that. So you can feed from here. I don't know where the other baby is. Don't tell me. Because, like, usually you can click on the baby and it'll take you to the baby. I don't know where the other baby is. Alright, so this says, good news. The latest blood test came back normal and we're not seeing any signs of complications. The baby is more active today, moving around and responding. That's one baby. Oh, he's there. That's where the other baby went. So only one of them was in the NICU? Oh my. I've never had a... Oh. I found him. I've never had any of my babies be put in the nursery. Stop it. I actually had a baby get put in the nursery. That is too cute. And the other one's in the NICU and you can't even see through the window. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so that's good to know. I'm actually curious on if I can put the other chair down now. Because I want to have a comfy chair. Well, knowing that even if you have twins, it doesn't seem like both babies will be in the NICU. So I feel like we should only have one NICU. And it clearly didn't go into the ones that we already had here. So that's kind of sad that you still have to pick up and like drag the baby up there. I'm gonna do this and then we're gonna... No, I was gonna center it more, but I'll leave it like that. We'll put something a little bit more comfy there. So you do get a notification. It's called From Skin to Skin. Matilda couldn't stop staring at her baby, just taking in every tiny detail. So you do get a little bit of notifications when your baby is in the NICU. So that's super cute that they have that. So we grabbed the formula that was in the PandaSama mod. And we made formula earlier. And then when you have it in your inventory. And then you can tube feed the baby the milk after you make it. I probably imagine you could probably do the same thing with breast milk. You just have to get the breast pump. The baby has jaundice. Jaundice is something we see often in NICU with the right treatment, like the phototherapy we're using. Most babies recover fully in no time. So we will turn on the photo light. All right, it says the baby has recovered from jaundice. So I don't know how I feel about the NICU situation. Because I get, you have a baby in NICU. But, I mean, you can't go home for anything, it seems like. Even when you have another baby, like the other baby has to stay in the nursery. So, I guess it's more of a... If you have more than one sim, you could have one sim stay here at the hospital with the babies. So, I don't know how I feel about that. It just seems a little awkward, I guess, to say it that way. Because sometimes you do leave your baby in the NICU and it's okay. So... It's nice, but you do have the option to turn off complicated birth. As of right now, if this is how it's going to go, I may just turn it off. We finally got milk. So we finally got breast milk. So I want to see if we can tube feed the baby from that. And we can feed the baby breast milk. So that is really nice to be able to breastfeed your baby through the tube, through the formula milk, the special formula, and then the breast milk. When you want discharge from the hospital, you have to click on the doctor. and you have to get discharged from hospital. I knew, but we did get another good news. It says your baby is doing well for their age. Their vital signs are stable, and they are responding to all the treatments. So now we are getting discharged from the hospital. You're both doing very well, and there's no reason to keep you here any longer. You're all set to go home and begin your new journey. So let's go home. Get your babies and get out of here. We got discharged. Let's go. Okay, so if that wasn't painful. But at least you can see how long you can play it out. You can get updates. Like I said, if you had multiple Sims, maybe keep one Sim at the hospital and go control the other one, have the ones visit. So there is some role play and some guidance that you can do there. But at the end of it, when you've had a day of it and doing the things, because it's a hospital, there is a bed for you to sleep, there's food, so you can play that out for a day or two. But then you just go to the doctor and ask to be discharged, and then you can take your babies and head on home. So let me guys know what you think of PandaSama realistic mod altogether. We have come through this journey of, like I said, the first video of where we first got the mod. We got the breastfeeding, we got the gender reveal, we got the ultrasounds, we got the Nicu. Like we've come through this journey and this path. Definitely check out the other videos. Like I said, I go more into depth and paying attention of how to get to things. This video was just showcasing some of the newer things that were added to the mod. But let me know down below if there are other mods that you would like for me to explain and go through step by step. I would enjoy doing that. It is something that I do like doing to help out other people understand how these work and how to get them running right in your game just specifically for you. So don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, hit that little bell so you don't miss any of the next videos. And if you would like to become an official lunatic here in the Luna's Galaxy, don't forget that you can become a member for as low as $2.99, or you can send over those super likes. It helps the stream and helps the community here to keep games and other content rolling. So I love and appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your day or night wherever you are, and this is Luna Galaxy out.